We grew up on mixtapes and neon lights.
Hey there, everybody. We're the Globetrotting Trio. I'm Amy.
I'm Shelley.
Hey, I'm Tammy.
It is so good to be with you guys today. So let's talk about what are we going to talk about today? It's
Okay.
the business behind our success. So I know the last 3 weeks we've had some really deep conversations. This time we want to talk about the fun stuff for us, and that is our businesses. And I'm going to tell you this business, it is like way more and better than any other business, right? So let's talk about the vision behind it. So Tammy, you've been in the business longest.
Yes.
It was me and then Shelley. Kind of that's our stair step of who started first. Tammy she's our all-knowing guru.
Oh, thanks for all knowing.
All hail Tammy.
The one thing you know about business is that you will never know everything about business.
That's right.
Right. I love it.
Right.
So if we were to talk about this, it provides people with the opportunity to what?
Oh, to raise your children. I mean,
Yes.
that was, and you all know that that's big reason why I do this business is that my son is 16 and I did not want to put him in daycare. That was not an option for me. And I have been able to do that, not put him in daycare because of this business. So the freedom, the money.
Right.
Yeah,
For sure.
The
Now,
freedom.
I started this business differently than you two did. So Tammy, you started this business because you wanted it to become your income.
yes.
Shelley, if you remember from earlier podcast, had been separated from her job because they decided corporate shutdown or they downsized.
Downsized. Yep.
She was downsized from her position. So she wanted to replace her income. And you did that very well, yes?
Yes.
Me,
Yep.
I did on the
Nice.
side. I just
It
wanted
was
to
your
start a
side
business.
gig.
I just wanted to do a side gig. So you two were full-time from the get-go.
Yeah.
Me, I was doing a side gig where I was able to work as as a teacher and an administrator and still do this on the side. So that's one of the great things. I feel like it's one of those income streams. It can be the kind of income you want. Do you want it to be big or little? Part-time, full-time, right?
It gives you the
Um,
freedom to make those choices.
there you
That's
go.
what's so huge. You
Yes.
have the freedom to make those choices.
Yes.
And we all
And
want to
then,
make our own choices, right? Even when we're
yes.
little, even when we're 2, we want to make our own choices.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's why they call them terrible twos, right? Because we're sick of people telling us what to do.
Right. I don't
And
think we ever grew out of it then.
I was going to say, and speaking of that, the last
Are you
thing
still there?
that I ever want to do is go back to corporate America where they can tell me when I can take a break, when I can go to lunch, and when I can go home to help my
Uh-huh.
kid on something because they're sick,
Yeah.
or my mother, because I'm actually taking care of my mother too. Well, she's still fine, but still, if she needed me, I needed to be there.
Yeah.
So,
And you know what's really funny is whenever I worked in education and I had to report to a brick and mortar school, it took everything to get up every morning.
mhm.
It took everything in me to get up every morning, to get
Yeah.
ready, to go to work. Now I did it every morning. I just didn't like it. And do you know what time to get up
No,
now?
see, I loved it. I was up with the sun. I mean, I'm still up with the sun, but I was up with the
Yeah.
sun and ready and then got my kids up. I mean, I loved my job. Oh, 25,
You
almost 30 years later, I don't want to do it again.
know,
I want the
I-
choice to not get up with the sun if I don't want to.
well,
Right?
exactly. And I know Amy gets up like I do whenever my body tells me to get up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately is the same time that I used to get up to go to work.
Is it
For some reason, my body,
Hell? Oh my
my
goodness.
body is
You know what,
crazy.
though?
I was awake before 6 o'clock this morning. How silly is that?
Oh, I'm
No,
impressed.
I was actually up
But
at
it-
like 7:30 this morning. So
Yeah.
Okay.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's 6 o'clock here. So you
Yeah.
guys were up about the same time. I woke up at 10 to
Shelley-
4. Um,
4 o'clock in the morning. I always worry if I'm going to send something to Shelley, should I send it or not? I have to
No.
worry about it at night, not in the morning.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And it's opposite for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can send you
Yeah.
all night long.
You
Yeah.
could probably
You
send
can
it all
send
night long.
whatever you want to me. I have this fabulous setting on my smartwatch that says bedtime. So the only thing that comes through are repeat calls. Like if someone is frantically trying to get me and they hang up and call back, or
Oh,
my children.
nice.
There you go.
Otherwise,
Nice.
you're gonna
Nice.
sit there until I wake up and in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom and look at my phone.
Yes.
Don't do that. Don't
So
wake up
let's-
in the middle of the night and look at your phone.
No, that wakes me up. I never look at it.
I
I
never
keep
look at
mine,
it either.
turn mine over and it's gone for the night. So let's focus on what we're doing here. We are all entrepreneurs. That is the
Yes.
best part of this. And we get to run our businesses, the times, the locations, the everything that works best for us. Personal growth. What do you
Oh
think?
boy.
How does that resonate with you? Give me some feedback on just the phrase personal growth.
And so if I look at myself, even just with this business 9 years ago, I'm definitely a different person. And it's just, it enhances your life, I think, too. One of the big things that probably even when I started, I always worried about what people thought of me. And I don't do that anymore. I mean, like, so what?
Yeah.
Um, and that's what, your mindset gets used to, and the positivity that I've always been a positive person. I mean, ever since I can remember, I was always a positive person and smiling and, all of that. But, sometimes you faked it. Now it's not. It's, your mindset's different because you look at those positive things because you don't have all those negative things in your brain.
Right.
Yeah. Does that make sense, right? Yeah.
It does make sense. It does make sense. What about you,
Makes sense.
Shelley?
So I hear that phrase, and my first reaction is to be like, ugh, I don't like it. I'm not listening to you. I'm not going to do it. Because it was preached so much to us in the corporate world. When I say us, like, my coworkers and I in the same position,
Mm-hmm.
it was like forced, and it was part of your review, and it was this and it was that, and you had to be in these discussions, and it was the worst. It was the absolute worst. But being on this side of it now, and as an entrepreneur, I want to do that. Like, there's been a mental shift for me. Now it's like, hey, I want to do that because I want to get better, because I have this goal, or I want to be able to meet this need of somebody through my business. My whole attitude about it has changed. It's almost enjoyable now.
I agree. I agree. Personal growth is mine is somewhere in between you two. Like when I worried for the longest time, um, what is somebody going to think? Are they going to laugh at me? Are they going to whatever? And then one day I heard somebody start talking about it, and they asked me, who pays your bills? I'm
Right?
like, "Oh, me." And I was like, oh, this totally makes sense.
Duh.
Yeah, so that was my moment of personal growth. Like that was huge. Now, one of the things that I do love about this is the fact that we have the ability to build that legacy. Because one of the things when I was an educator, of course, I had my very minuscule teacher retirement that I was working towards. But in the event I pass away, the life insurance policy pays them one time. I love the fact that whenever something happens to me, my business goes on to my family. So my
Yep.
husband gets my business, and it's going to be like, I'll physically be gone, but monetarily, he'll still get that month,
Yeah.
every month, every month, every month. And then my grandchildren will be able to reap the rewards of this business as well. That's huge.
Does Andrew realize he has a sugar mama?
I
I
think he
mean, I'm
does.
just curious.
So once I
Andrew,
joked,
do you
I joked with
realize?
him, and he brings this up every once in a while. I joked with him once, um, probably within the first couple of years that we were together. I said, if you just give me a few years, I will be independently wealthy, and you won't have to work again. He thought I was
He's,
joking, but I was serious. And he's
he's holding
waiting
you
for the
to
moment
it.
he gets to retire.
Uh-huh.
So
He is holding you to it.
He
And
is. He is.
that's your why. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the why you do this business is, and
100%.
and I think we've talked about this before, is that, before this business, we didn't have dreams. We didn't have maybe hope that we could retire our husbands
Right.
and, and be a full-time, travel across the world in my RV family like Amy wants to do. I can't imagine that, but Amy does.
No, thank you.
Or go to the, the big, hotels, or go to the hotels and stay.
Well, Tammy and I'll fly and meet you along the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Exactly.
I'll let you know where we're going to stay. There you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll give you an outlet you can plug into my driveway when you come through Illinois.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. You can do that in my house too if you want. But it's a security that you can leave that. That is, there's no feeling like this. It really isn't, and I've been, because you have to be a director in our company to be able to get that guarantee, that legacy money. And so I've been a little longer, and every time it's like, okay, I could take care of my son going forward.
Yeah.
And he would definitely take it right over and work the business too if he wanted to, or if he didn't want to, he didn't have to, so
Yeah.
it's an amazing feeling that generations down the road can actually feel the same thing.
I agree.
Because their families in the generations also going to be wanting to do it too.
Yes. Yes. But one of the best parts of this business is that we have the proven systems, the trainings that are there. We have the mentorship all in place. So it's not like you're starting a ground up startup business trying to figure out the ways to do that. We have it all right here for you, right?
Right. And that's sorry, Shelley, I keep talking. You want to talk?
No, go. Okay. You jumped right in there.
I so get passionate about this because I truly love this business, and I know what this business can do for somebody. And we truly have that perfect blueprint that if somebody wants to be successful and they have a good work ethic and they're learning, they want to learn, you can take it from 0 to $100,000 a year and plus and more if you put the effort into it. And that excites me. It excites me.
Yes. And you get to grow at your own pace. So what Tammy said is that she's been a director a lot longer than I have. I will say that I started this business almost 6.5 years ago, almost 7 years ago. Wow, almost 7 years ago.
Wow.
That's weird.
I know.
I just hit directorship this year. I took my time. I worked full time. Then I didn't work full time and I focused on something else. Then it was my pace when I wanted to do it. When I was ready, it was there for me. That's the same. That's same with Shelley. She gets to do this at her own pace. Tammy, it's same as well.
Yeah. And I mean, I was not opposite of because I was doing this full time. I mean,
Right.
I went to a director within 12 months of starting. So that was, a pace, but it was also my pace. So
Right.
it doesn't matter if you want to go slow, if you want to go fast.
Yeah.
If you have if you are willing to do it and willing to learn, it's there. It's there for
And you can
anybody.
do it as much as you want or as fast as you
Yes.
want.
Or as little as you want.
That one of the biggest things, now I will say this, in a previous life, I was a teacher and an educator. I was an educator and an administrator. I also was a brick and mortar business owner as well. So I know that's something that all of us had in common. We had some kind of some form of business ownership prior to. So whenever we came into this business, it was a little bit easier, I think, for us to wrap our brains around what we had to do. However, I still had that problem with structuring my day.
Oh yeah.
And it took a little bit of,
There's still days I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I don't have a time clock I have to go punch. I don't have some like pressing meeting that's, my paycheck is relying on that I have to be at. I still have days I'm like, all right, snap out of it. You've just wasted 2 hours, get moving.
right.
I think it's human nature.
Yeah. But there's nothing like it though, because
True.
if you literally wake up in the morning and you don't feel like doing anything, you really don't have to.
Right.
Um, but don't do that too many days in a row.
No, if you do that too
You
many
won't
days
have
in
a
a row, then you
business,
really
right?
You
set
won't have
yourself
a
back.
business.
Right.
But
But I will say this, one of the best parts of it though is being able to wake up that day that finally clicks when that light switch hits, the light bulb comes on and you're like, I control how much money I make.
yes.
If I need more money, I need more actions. Let's do this, right? Instead of if I'm going to a school and I say I need more money, hey, can I? Well, they can say, well, you know what? You could
You know,
if you want.
you're no longer employed.
Yeah.
I fell for the whole go get your master's degree in education and you'll get a raise. And I think I got a raise of like $100 a month.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
wasn't really worth it. But
And yeah. And with
yeah.
that, Amy, is that you get to work and you get paid for what you're worth.
Yep.
And I know I never got paid what I was worth when I was working at corporate America. And you probably didn't either. Well, I know you didn't because you're a teacher and not one teacher gets paid what they're worth because they're worth $1 million. To take care of our children. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yep. I had a student one time give me something that said all careers happen because of one career, a teacher.
Aw,
There's no other career out there that happens
You're
without
right.
the
that is
teacher being
so
involved.
true, Amy, because
Yeah,
who
It
else is
is.
teaching you about about what the world offers, about everything
yeah,
that's out there, you
Mhm.
know? Hmm,
true, true.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like-
So it all begins with this. We have to have belief in ourselves, right? We have to start
Mhm.
this, and every one of us started, even people out there, you've all started something because you felt passionate about it or felt the need for it, right? Then you need that system. Then you have to have that ability to change your mindset. And that changing mindset is just saying, you know what? I'm the boss. I'm going to do the work because my check, my income, all reliant on me.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, we did talk a little bit about our time freedom, right? What that, we have the time,
Mhm.
we have the personal freedom.
We do. There's nothing
That's-
like it. There
Yeah.
really isn't. And
No.
and people don't even realize until they're in what we do, and be able to set your own schedule. Because just like you said, we've all had other businesses before, traditional businesses
Mhm.
before. And I'm still in one. Obviously it's my own business, but you have to still you have to do something to make money. And
Mhm.
you're still trading your time for money. And
Right.
with this business, you don't necessarily trade your time for money. I mean, sometimes you do, but we have that residual income that keeps on giving.
Mhm.
I've did stuff almost 9 years ago, and I'm still getting paid off of it today. And
Correct.
not very many people can say that about
Yes.
that.
So,
N-
the three of us have a mentor um in this business, and she, the first time I heard someone say your bills are residual and your income should be too, that shifted some thinking for me.
Mhm.
Just realizing the power of that. Your bills are every single month, over and over and over again. Your car payment is the same until you pay off that car. And then if you're like my husband, somebody T-bones you months later and you're starting all over again when you thought you didn't have a car payment, right? Your rent, your mortgage, your cable bill, your stupid internet bill. It it's residual. It's every single month without fail. Why in the world are we banking on just a corporate paycheck? Like,
Mhm.
create some residual income to pay those residual bills.
Yep.
It
Love
was
it.
it was total shift in my mind of how I viewed my checks.
Right. Right. So, and that's, my residual income is actually pretty amazing after being in for the 9 years. But if I stopped working now, I still would get, I still would get paid. If I stopped
Mhm.
working for like a month, I still would get paid. That's
Right.
what residual income is all about.
Yeah.
All about.
One of the big parts of this, it's not a get rich quick scheme. Of course, you
No.
definitely have to put the work into it and you have to put some effort in there. But when you put
Yes.
the effort in on the other side of it, the other side, when you flip the coin, you're like, oh my goodness, this is great. That was
Yeah.
the part that I was striving for, so that I always knew that every month I had X amount of dollars coming in no matter
Yeah.
what. Like at bare minimum, this is the amount that I will have. Now I can work and get more if I want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely for sure. Now, is there anything that you feel like maybe we lost or we didn't talk about? I feel like we talked about everything we really wanted to talk about, but there's anything else? Your last
Yeah.
thoughts?
As somebody that's starting out this business or would be interested in starting out this business, come in with an open mind, come in with the willingness to learn.
Yes.
And obviously you can tell that all three of us could talk about this business for
All day
another
long.
5 or 6 hours and not get bored with it. So, reach out. We'd love to
You
talk
can
to you.
drop a comment right below and reach out to one of us, and we would be happy to have a conversation with you
Yeah.
for sure. All right. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and leave it that. I think we're at the end. What do you think?
We are.
I
I
think
think we're at
we've
the
done it.
end. All right.
I think we've
Freedom.
accomplished
This
our
is-
goal today, ladies.
Yes.
We
And
accomplished
it's
our
freedom.
goal.
Yes.
Not only did
Yes.
we get out of bed early,
We did.
but we've shared why it is that we're happy to get up and get moving.
Absolutely. So everybody, if you've enjoyed today's episode or you want to learn some more, be sure to hit that follow button and you will never then miss another adventure. And as always, thank you so much for joining us on this wild, beautiful journey. Until next time, keep exploring, my friends. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.